Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depend on where you're watching from and depend on your location. This video of CP Igwe trying to tell protesters where to stay off is not correct. CP Igwe, you can't tell the protesters where to go and protest, because on the election, when they are doing election and campaign, you guys did not tell anyone where to go and do campaign. They are doing campaign all over the street. Why now? The country are falling. You are telling the world. You are telling Nigerians to go and do this campaign on the National Stadium. If protesting on the National Stadium, there is no need of protesting. So we disagree with you. You understand? The protestants can go and protest wherever they want. That is why they have democracy. So watch the video of CP Igwe trying to address you now.
They can transmit it to 2,000 word press. I don't care.
So, have you spoken with Mr. Dejade Oju on this?
I've spoken with him. He said I should give him 3 hours for him to organize them to enter into the stadium. I'm giving him 3 hours.
What are your plans today?
I'm here. I am here. I am here.
Dr. Ruben, Ayo, and Rufai, that is the situation.
But can you ask him a question?
Do you have any questions?
Yes. Can you ask him? Can you ask him that in the event that the protesters refuse to go inside, because it's possible they may also not listen to the Adele. He as a law enforcement officer and who is responsible for security in Abuja, what options are available to him in the case of recalcitrance on the part of the protesters?
Okay, the commissioner, should the protesters refuse to go in because there is an obvious possibility of the protesters being recalcitrant, what are the options available for you?
Then they are not law-abiding. It's not me that gave the ruling. It's court order.
So what
if they want to breach the court order, they are breaching the court order. It's not my order. It's not the order of the Inspector General of Police. It's not the order of anybody.
So what will he
it's
do?
the order of
so what options are available? What will he do?
The court. So if they are doing it, if they are doing it against court order, they know they are equally disobeying.
So what are the consequences?
They should know the consequence. Their barrister is here.
You don't know the consequences?
The barrister is here. He knows the consequence of disobeying court order.
Okay, are you willing to tell us the consequences?
I'm not willing to tell you because he knows the consequence. He's that is leading them.
Okay, let's invite Barrister Dejade Oju. He's also here with us. We understand that the police commissioner has appealed to you, has spoken to you, that you should move the protesters inside, which is according to the court injunction. That's according to the police commissioner. What's your response to this?
The protesters are at the stadium. Are we not in the national stadium? The court order say national stadium. They have refused to allow us to go to Eagle Square. We say we will not confront them.
What the police commissioner is saying that inside the national stadium.
The court order said stadium, national stadium. That's what the court order say. Koniman die, Koniman bury him. You understand? Koniman die, Koniman is a Koniman. I'm also a Koniman.
So he has spoken to you now as the commissioner of police in Abuja. Are you willing to?
Are we not complying? Are we not at the stadium? Are we at Eagle Square?
Okay, but if he
He's my big brother.
If he insists that you should move into the national stadium,
Then they have to carry us in. I've gone to speak as the lawyer. I've advised the protesters. I said, listen, if no matter how uncomfortable you are with a positive court order, whether it is interim, interlocutory, or perpetual, you must try to comply. The law must see you taking steps to comply. You can see that people kept it, but protesters called me as early as 5 a.m. this morning and said they're going to stop the Eagle Square. And I advised them that they should not go there. That they should not go to the Eagle Square, because if they do that, they'll be disobeying the court order.
okay. So we spoke to the police commissioner earlier on about the options of you refusing to move inside the stadium, and he said you are aware of the consequences. So are you prepared for the consequences, and what do you think would be the consequences of you not about moving into the main bowl of the National Stadium?
Very simple answer. Simple answer. You see, because we are in the stadium, we are within the ambit of the law, complying with the positive order of the court. Because we're in the vicinity of the National Stadium. Do you understand? We are not in the 3-arm zone. That is why, you see, my appeal before the CP came, see how peaceful and serene the place was. But with the CP's presence, the atmosphere is charged. So my appeal to my big brother is that you should not take steps that will make the protest degenerate. It's an appeal. You understand? Thank God that he's somebody that I respect, and he has a lot of respect and regard for me. So the idea of me coming here is that I will keep appealing to the protesters, and I will keep appealing to the authorities, because without this synergy, the country cannot work, and this protest will not be as peaceful as we want it. So let me further appeal to the CP, who is my brother, that he should de-escalate the situation. Do you understand? He's a conflict manager.
Okay, we're still talking about consequences here, and the police commissioner felt so sure that you know the consequence of disagreeing with him on this.
Okay, where are we? Are we not at the National Stadium? We are at the National Stadium. That's why I have spoken about the issue of Kone Mandai, Kone Mamberiam.
Obviously, you don't want to talk about the consequence of moving.
Which consequence? Because we're in the National Stadium.
Okay, but now talking about consequences.
And you know that I've actually not seen the order. I've not seen the order. All I have seen are news reports. And because I'm a lawyer, I must, whether the order is genuine or not, I must advise the protesters to comply.
Okay. Finally, the federal government has called for constructive engagement with the government and the mass